My online friend is married. Yes, yeah, that's right. Deck, aka Deckeract YT, aka Colton, is a married man. Just look at these pictures of him and his wonderful wife. Oh. Editor Grant, put all sound effects. Put yeah. Oh. Right? Right, guys? Yeah. Colton is a married man, and I would know, okay, guys, because I was at the wedding. I traveled from far and wide to be at this guy's wedding. He actually got married over 2 weeks ago at this point. I just wanted to use background footage of an actually good MCSR ranked match of mine. And in order to do that, I needed to get an actually good MCSR ranked match first. So it took a little while. I'm not very good at this game. But trust me, this is a good one. Okay, this match is it was worth waiting for. Yeah, I'm gonna interrupt myself and bounce around between talking about the wedding trip and talking about this amazing ranked PB you're watching. But it's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. I went on this trip with Smart Strike, aka Evan. Another good friend of mine. I'm really glad that he was there. We got there on a Friday, and the wedding was that Sunday. So we pretty much planned to spend the whole weekend chilling out together in the Nashville area, and it was awesome. By the way, this is the biggest mistake that I make in this run of mine, is going for these cows here. And like going out of my way to try and get some extra food, not remembering that there's literally 15 golden carrots in my hotbar right there. You can see it in my hotbar, and I just completely forgot that they were there until right now. And you can notice right there as I open my inventory and have that oh shit moment, where I'm just like, oh, I did a bad thing here. I should have just entered, but it's fine. We have a little bit extra food. It's all good. It's probably 30 seconds time waste, but it's okay. Bastion's right there. It's a stables. Stables is definitely my worst bastion by far, but I have gotten better recently at triple to gap, and that's what I do here. You're gonna see there's a little bit of a like, I have to like bat a piglin away, and then that costs me some extra time as well. But other than that, the bastion route goes fairly smoothly. Right here, I have to get the piglin away, and then I wait for a little bit for all these piglins to de-aggro. Yeah, other than that, pretty smooth bastion route. Anyways, I'm glad my good friend Evan was there with me for this weekend. Because he gave me a sense of familiarity in a place that I was not comfortable being around, like a new location. And he helped me get out of my comfort zone a lot. So that was very cool. Evan and I flew from our respective homes to Nashville, Tennessee, where the wedding was taking place. And despite his very busy schedule, being the groom of the wedding and all, Colton picked us up from the airport and spent most of Friday afternoon and evening with us, which was really awesome. I'm really glad that he was able to do that despite how busy he was at the time. He still had a couple of groom jobs to do, but he cleared his busy schedule for a little while to hang out with us, which was awesome. We went to lunch and we got some sandwiches, which were okay, I guess. I don't really remember. They weren't like incredible. I don't really remember that much about them. And then after that, we went to a mall and we got a bunch of cool socks. There was like a sock store that had a bunch of cool sock designs, and I have been a sucker for cool socks lately. I've been investing more in expanding my collection since I noticed how cool all of Evan's socks are. I swear, he owns like 2 pairs of normal socks, and the rest of them are all cool. So I'm trying to be like him. I'm trying to get more cool socks. So I got some. I got some Nerf ones. I got some Cherry Coke ones. Rice Krispies treats ones, and another pair that I'm forgetting. But yeah, we got some socks, and then after the mall, we went to pick up some AV equipment for the wedding. The place Colton needed to pick this equipment up from was really close to the airport, so he kind of like knocked out two birds with one stone by making the trip about both of them. So yeah, that was cool. We picked up the equipment, and after that, we went bowling together. And I'm really bad at bowling. I mean, my goal wasn't to like beat my friends or anything like that. It was really just to hang out and have fun. But oh my god, I was so trash. We played 2 full games of bowling, and it wasn't until the middle of the second game that I got my first strike. I think I got 1 strike and 0 spares throughout the whole evening that we played bowling. It was bad. It's okay, though. And Colton was the best. I think he has the most experience. He's gone bowling quite a bit before. And Evan was, like, in the middle. After bowling, Colton dropped us off at the hotel and went home because he still had a couple of things to do for the wedding. Like, I think he had to finish writing his vows and editing something in time for the wedding date, stuff like that. He just had some stuff to do, and so he had to go back and finish all that stuff up. So he dropped us off at the hotel. Evan and I went to bed and woke up on Saturday morning. And we got hotel breakfast, and at the hotel breakfast there was like a waffle maker with strawberry waffle mix, which I've never seen before anywhere, let alone at a hotel breakfast. I don't know. I was very shocked to see a strawberry waffle mix just like sitting in a random hotel breakfast. I tried it and I made a strawberry waffle, and it was really mid. It was not that good. But you know, it was cool to try. We went axe throwing after breakfast. There was like an axe throwing place that we went to that had a whole bunch of cool like axe throwing mini games. We played a lot of like axe throwing tic-tac-toe, where you had to like throw your axe into the different sections of the board in order to get your color added onto it. It was fun. It was really fun. I smoked him every single time in axe throwing tic-tac-toe, but he also smoked me in all the other mini games. So like it was probably around 50-50 by the end of the session. And we had a lot of fun there. It was very much enjoyable. I am definitely gonna keep my eye out for axe throwing activities in the future because I had a lot of fun. We took an Uber after we were done with this to downtown Nashville to spend Saturday afternoon and evening there. Because Evan really wanted to go to downtown Nashville, and so I was like, okay, yeah, let's do that. Why not? And there was kind of a ridiculous amount of people in downtown Nashville, though, when we pulled up. It was a Saturday, but it was also like 2 p.m. And most of the people there were in bars, which was just so strange to me. I've never seen that many people drinking in like the afternoon. But yeah, I guess that's how it is over there. There were a whole bunch of people, you know, in bars listening to live music. Live music is kind of like Nashville's thing. So there were a bunch of people with listening to live music in the bars there. There were so many bars as well. I didn't realize that downtown Nashville is probably like 30 to 40% just bars, which was crazy to me. I like, you don't need that many, bro. Like, come on. It was to the point where we stumbled upon a Taco Bell that both served alcohol and had live music in it, which I have never seen in my life, and I guarantee you I will never see it again, bro. It was just a genuine sight to behold. Yeah, but we didn't go into any bars because, you know, we don't need a buzz to have a good time in the city, right? And also, Evan is 20, so we couldn't. We mostly just did a lot of walking around and looking at stores and stuff. We found even more socks. I think by the end of the trip, I had gotten like 5 pairs of cool socks. And so I'm very happy with that. We found a cool candy store, and I got a bunch of candy to take home to my family. My dad really likes gourmet Rice Krispies treats, like the kind that you would find at Disneyland, so I got one of those for him. And we went to this cool food court for dinner that had a bunch of different local places. And, you know, you guessed it, some more live music. Yeah. Evan's meal options were a bit more limited than mine because he's a pescatarian. So he had some Indian food, which looked really good, and I had hot chicken. Now, I made it my mission to eat Nashville hot chicken at least once on this trip, since you know, we're in Nashville, and I love spicy food, especially hot chicken. So I thought, you know, I have to get this here. I have to. And right away, as we got to this food court for dinner, I noticed a place called Prince's Hot Chicken. And this place has very hot chicken, like Carolina Reaper level hot. And as I saw this, I was like, yes, this is the hot chicken I need. This is what I was looking for. And so I waited in this long ass line, and I got my food, and I sat down at the food court with Evan. And as I take my first bite, savoring this delicious chicken, a giant piece of the breading gets in my eye. I don't remember how or why this happened, but I do remember the immense pain I experienced at this moment. I was basically blinded for like 10 straight minutes while Evan was sitting there laughing at me. It was a very interesting experience, to say the least, and I think I'm gonna be a bit more careful from here on out when handling spicy food, because I don't want that to happen again. It was bad. Anyways, after dinner, we basically just took an Uber back to the hotel and went to bed, and then woke up Sunday morning. Sunday, the day of the wedding. The ceremony started in the late afternoon on Sunday, so Evan and I pretty much just chilled out all morning, got our suits on, all that stuff. And when we did get there, we met up with another online friend of Colton's who is a music producer and goes by Aphonic, aka Chris, and he was very cool. Shout out Chris. After the ceremony, and after we watched our dear friend officially become a husband, we had a social hour for a bit. We met some of Colton's family members. We had a nice dinner, and then we did some dancing. And Colton told me him and his wife both love to dance, and so he was very excited for that part of the wedding. And I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely much less excited. I don't know. I don't really like dancing that much. But Evan kind of roped me into it, and I'm glad he did, because I had a lot of fun dancing with all of these new friends that I had made at the wedding. Again, I want to reiterate that I'm really glad Evan was there. He made the trip even more exciting than it would have been if I had gone by myself. I could tell that he was starting to get more and more tired of me and my bullshit as the weekend went on, but he stuck through it, and that was pretty cool. Thank you, Evan. By the way, I don't know if any of you noticed this yet or not, but I actually ended up leaving the fortress with 10 Eyes of Ender in this run, and that was not on purpose. That was just me being a stupid dumbass and forgetting to grab one extra blaze rod before leaving the fortress. So don't do that. Don't do what I did. I got really lucky. Don't do that in the future. Could have ended my run, but thankfully it didn't. Anyways, we danced for a really long time, probably like 3 hours straight. And after the dancing was over, Evan and I said goodbye to everyone, especially Colton, and we went back to the hotel. We went to sleep, and we both flew back home Monday morning. And that was sort of the trip in like bullet points. But to pan out and look at things from a broader perspective, watching a friend your age get married it's so insane, dude. I mean, and it's even more insane that we met online playing Minecraft. We made Minecraft videos together, and now I attended his wedding. That's completely, it's bonkers, man. You'll notice at this moment I'm realizing that I only have 10 Eyes of Ender, but somehow I just rolled a 4-eye in this end portal. I got insanely lucky. I think that's like a 1 in 47 chance of happening. So it's very lucky that I just happened to roll this portal with more than 2 eyes in it. That was cool. I am so happy for him, and I could tell after going to this wedding that Colton genuinely married his soulmate. And I'm very glad that he was given that opportunity, because he's a wonderful human being, and he definitely deserves it. But yeah, that was the trip. I had a ton of fun, and I feel very glad that I was able to attend this wonderful event. And I feel very glad I was able to see some of my online buddies again. Not only that, but we were able to, all 3 of us, hang out together, which we've never done before. I've met Colton in person twice before, and Evan in person twice before, but never both of them at once. And this wonderful wedding gave all of us the opportunity to hang out in person together, the 3 of us. And that was so great. It was wonderful. Anyways, that's about it. Thank you so much for listening to me yap, and I hope you enjoy this one cycle and my new PB. Yay! New ranked PB. Yay! Oh my god. Oh my gosh.